This is the fifth synopsis of my unpublished book titled Broken. All right, so I'm starting off. You got to listen to the others in order to understand this part. Okay, the lead singer of the band came to our table. My stomach was in knots when he began serenading me on one-on-one. All eyes were on me. Riley was watching our backs like she was our appointed bodyguard. I refer to her as our natural cock blocker. That comment made Mila chuckle. There it was, her phone buzzed. She got the text she was waiting for when it was almost time to go. It was 2 a.m. We'd been here long enough. It was time to blow this joint. Mila smiled when that text message came across her screen. It must have been Neil. The smile on her face told it all. After that message, her whole vibe changed. She was all smiles. Her body language changed from slumped to sitting up straight with an arch in her back. She finally took a sip of her, She finally took a sip of her drink, which was now watered down from sitting too long. The ice had melted and there were no more chill on the outside of the glass. We could hear the keys on the phone as she was texting. It had to be him. Her eyes were glued to that damn cell phone and we were ignored. Super Bowl Sunday. This is Mila speaking. Neil was off during the Super Bowl weekend. I was thrilled to get a text message from him to meet him after the affluent sports bar in a high-rise hotel. I met him there. I don't think they wanted me there. Predominantly white folks. It was nothing like on my side of town or our rinky-dink sports bar selling 6 wings and 2 fries for $19.99. A basket that tasted horrible. Neil's entertainment was on a totally different level. Shrimp, lobster, and steak. They stared at me when I entered the establishment. Let me start again. They stared at me when I entered the establishment. The hostess asked me, could she help me, as if she wanted to reject me in my entry until Neil came up front, letting the little ego-tripping hostess know I was with him. I felt like God made Neil for me. When things got tough waiting on him, he stepped right in on time. I was fascinated by him. His energy overtook mine. His words were powerful, and his touch was invigorating. I left the nightmare of waiting, came back little by little. Life was creeping back into my body. Neil was all over me, loose lips slightly yanking me into him all over again. People were gawking at us. It wasn't the time or the place. Neil didn't care. He did what he wanted to do. His face was as red as a beet. My hands went up and touched his face and throat. We kissed at our table and moved over to the sofa area for more privacy. I remember when we first made love, it was like a tsunami with Neil. He came all in this chocolate. We were like a new batch of Oreos melted as one. It was erotic. He put his hands around my neck with intensity. If someone walked in on us, they would swear he was killing me. Then his choke lessened. I gasped, coughed, and I could feel him growing inside me. Who said white men were not endowed? That's a myth. Neil had no problem with his penis swelling inside of me. His strokes were slow and hard, and then they became faster and faster. I grabbed his hand to gain control, to gain a bit of control. He pushed them away, taking more of me. He gripped my neck, cutting off my blood circulation to my brain. It was intensified. Each touch was sensational. My limp body felt every stroke. Lonesomeness was erased, replaced with lightheadedness, was an overwhelming elation. I'd been waiting for this moment for 90 days, according to this ridiculous waiting period. That is the end of the read for my 13th novel, which is titled Broken. If you want to catch the other novels that I've written, make sure you go to Amazon Bookstore. The book that's on film is called For Love or Money. I went over my time today, you all. It's 5 minutes. But the book that's on a film is titled For Love or Money. It's on Amazon Prime Video, and it's on Fossum TV. And you can order any or all of my books on Amazon Bookstore. Author Sherrie, until next time, see you later.